the heels of the carefree 90s, the early 2000s were a much darker time for humanity.
We just sit tight, and we let the sun come up.
And as the world got more serious, so did filmmaking.
Make things the way we want them to be.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 science fiction movies from the 2000s. For this list, we're taking a look at the films from the turn of the 21st century that used science fiction as a tool to tell relevant stories about our society, politics, and changing ways.
Wally!
This is part of a series of videos spanning the decades of sci-fi flicks from the 1950s to the 2000s.
Time's up, Fred said.
Number 10. Sunshine.
Our sun is dying.
Several astronauts venture into space to restart the dying sun and save our planet.
We're flying into the sun.
Wait, doesn't the idea of having to restart a celestial body remind you of 2003's The Core? Well, yeah, sure. But it's done with infinitely more class and integrity here.
By the time you get this message, I'll be in the dead zone.
Drawing inspiration from Stanley Kubrick, director Danny Boyle put together a magnificent-looking movie for only $40 million.
Do I have to spell it out for you? We have a payload to deliver to the heart of our nearest star.
Despite its modest budget, Sunshine was a box office dud nonetheless.
If we had 2 bombs, we'd have 2 chances.
Thanks to its sizzling tone, trippy plot, and strong performances though, the thriller has been gaining a passionate following in recent years. Number 9. Moon.
Where am I?
Sam Rockwell is one of the most underrated actors working in Hollywood right now.
Are you okay with that?
His performance in Moon and a spot on our top 10 underrated actors list are proof of that.
How did Mommy die, sweetheart?
A bit like Bruce Dern in the 70s Silent Running, Rockwell is the sole astronaut working in a facility on the moon.
I got a full container of helium-3 ready to roll.
This is practically a one-man showcase for Rockwell, his only companion being a robot voiced by Kevin Spacey.
I'm here to keep you safe, Sam. I want to help you.
Both Rockwell and director Duncan Jones create a secluded, enigmatic atmosphere where something is clearly amiss.
I want to go home.
What Rockwell's character uncovers will blow you away, with one inspired twist after another.
Hey, I know this is weird, you know. I'm real lonely, you know. I just want to shake your hand. Will you shake my hand?
Number 8. Serenity.
Let's be bad guys.
In a heavily disliked move, Fox canceled Joss Whedon's acclaimed Firefly after only several episodes.
No, yes.
Browncoats rejoiced when Whedon got to continue the story in this space western film.
This landing is gonna get pretty interesting.
Define interesting.
Oh God, we're all gonna die?
Serenity has everything that made the show rock, particularly the chemistry between the characters we instantly fell in love with on TV.
You're gonna see this coming.
No. You're not gonna see this coming.
While Firefly might never officially get picked up for another season, at least this film gives us just enough closure.
Chickens come home to roost.
If you haven't seen it already, go watch Serenity now.
I'm a leaf on the wind. Watch how I soar.
Number 7. Wally.
Wally. Steve.
To some, Wally might just look like a cute little cartoon. While the film is indeed cute, Wall-E is more than an innocent children's movie. It's a film about humanity, artificial intelligence, and love above all else, presenting a provocative message about consumerism. In the wrong hands, this mostly dialogue-free material could have completely misfired. Director Andrew Stanton, however, made a timeless classic that looks and sounds fantastic.
Too much garbage in your face? There's plenty of space out in space.
It just goes to show that an animated feature can be just as meaningful, thought-provoking, and important as any live-action movie.
Wait, that doesn't look like Earth. Where's the blue sky?
Number 6. Minority Report.
You set me up.
From Steven Spielberg, Minority Report envisions a future where murder can be prevented before it ever happens.
I'm placing you under arrest for the future murder of Sarah Marks and Donald Dubin that was to take place today, April 22nd.
Tom Cruise gives one of his most complex performances as John Anderton, a cop who is predicted to murder a man he's never met.
Who's the victim?
Somebody. Who? Somebody. Leo Grubb.
Oh, who is he?
I have no idea!
He goes on the run in the spirit of a futuristic version of The Fugitive, always just one step ahead of the authorities. Exquisitely crafted and brilliantly plotted with a shocking revelation, this is one of the best films ever made about free will and challenging one's fate.
We are arresting individuals who have broken no law.
But they will. The commission of the crime itself is absolute metaphysics. The precongs see the future, and they're never wrong.
But it's not the future if you stop it. Isn't that a fundamental paradox?
Number 5. Star Trek.
Would be my honor, Commander.
A Star Trek reboot with new actors taking over some of the most iconic roles in science fiction? Yeah, everyone thought this was destined to fail.
Your point being?
Yet, not only was J.J. Abrams' Star Trek a sterling space epic, but arguably also the franchise's funniest.
What's happening in my mouth?
You got numb tongue?
Numb tongue?
I can fix that.
Most visually arresting and most action-packed installment. Piloted by a superb new generation of actors, everybody from Chris Pine to Zachary Quinto hits the right note.
They're creating a black hole at the center of Vulcan?
Yes, sir.
How long does the planet have?
Minutes, sir.
This is the Star Trek that finally gave Wrath of Khan a run for its money, appeasing die-hard fans and non-Trekkies alike.
Ambassador Spock, you are on a collision course.
Fire everything!
Number 4. District 9.
We're coming to you from the entrance of District 9.
This visually stunning, documentary-styled picture is not only pro-humanity, but also pro-all living beings.
They want to kill me, all right? I just need to hide here, sir, for 5 minutes.
Mirroring real-life refugee camps, District 9 sees director Neil Blomkamp paint a reality where humans have imprisoned aliens, known as prawns, in slums.
The derogatory term prawn is used for the alien, and obviously it implies something that is a bottom feeder that scavenges the leftovers.
I mean, you can't say they don't look like that. That's what they look like, right? They look like prawns.
The film is led by a heartbreaking performance by Sharlto Copley, completely convincing as an ordinary man who's slowly becoming one of the so-called monsters he once oppressed.
What is happening to mom?
Tough to believe that repulsive giant bugs like the prawns could arouse empathy, but District 9 creates genuine characters that the audience truly cares for. Number 3. Avatar.
I can hear them.
Either you love James Cameron's highest-grossing movie ever for its groundbreaking visuals, incredible action, and gripping love story, or you hate it for essentially being Dances with Smurfs.
This is a place for prayers to be heard, and sometimes answered.
If Avatar proves anything, though, it's that the premise isn't always the most important factor.
Grace.
It's about how originally the premise is presented. Avatar brings plenty of new magic to the table with its seemingly inhabitable, awe-inspiring world. Love it or hate it, the film has played a huge part in our popular culture and won't be going anywhere anytime soon. Number 2. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Do I know you?
After Jim Carrey's Joel breaks up with the love of his life, he decides to erase her from his memory.
The eraser guys are coming here, so what if you take me somewhere else? Somewhere where I don't belong?
In the deteriorating labyrinth of his mind, Joel learns that as painful as some memories might be, they're ultimately what make us complete.
Remember me. Try your best. Maybe we can.
Quite possibly the most original film of the 2000s. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is a romantic, nutty, visually hypnotizing spiral into insanity.
This sort of worked.
I'm scared.
Don't cry, baby Joel.
Much of the credit goes to the Oscar-winning screenplay from Charlie Kaufman, who continues to prove he's a storyteller unlike any other.
I love you.
Maybe in one time.
Before we engage our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Hey, whoa, come here for a second, man. What's on your hand? You bleeding?
Oh, it is blood.
Now turn it around.
You see it? It's
Where's it
back
coming
there?
from?
We have to. We will survive this. We are not gonna quit.
Number 1, Children of Men.
Whatever happens, whatever they say, you keep her close.
In 2027, all women have become infertile.
Throughout his life, Diego Ricardo was a tragic reminder of the 18 years of infertility that humanity has endured.
Humankind's only hope lies with one young girl and her miracle baby.
I'm sure this is normal.
Of all the films that have presented visions of the future, Children of Men might be the most grounded in plausibility. This future isn't overrun with flying cars, aliens, and robots. Rather, it feels like our own world, diminished by years of terrorism, bigotry, and disease. Director Alfonso Cuarón puts us right in the middle of the chaos, making us believe that this piece of science fiction could become a reality. Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite sci-fi movie from the 2000s?
Circled once to buy some time to think.
For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Yeah. Okay.